Hey, how y'all doing? You like my new background? Nah, it's not new. I always had that board behind me, but it was so annoying because it would like fall or it's kind of broken anyway. I mean, I still have it, but it's kind of broken. So that's my ain't not really much to see. I'm trying to say, not really much to see, but it is what it is. But anyway. I'm gonna be reacting to Dave Gorman and why the calendar makes no sense. All right, I know some of y'all was watching this. That's why I'm watching it, because YouTube, it shows you what your audience is watching. And I know some of y'all was watching this, so I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna check it out too. All right, so let's check it out.
These are the months as we know them today.
Wait, hold on. I gotta make sure I gotta check. Make sure I'm screen record. I gotta check.
Take a look at the word October. Oct. Think of all the other words beginning with oct. Octopus, octagon, octogenarian.
Yeah.
Think of all the words beginning with dec. Decade, decimal, decathlon. You don't have to be the sharpest linguist out there to realise that sept, oct, nov, dec represents 7, 8, 9, 10. And yet we've put them in positions 9, 10, 11, 12. Why?
It's so crazy when people talk about certain things, it make you think now, because before nobody thought of that. Like, what made him just think of that? Because I never thought of that. Now he has me thinking. Okay, well, I mean, how he explained it makes sense though.
Why has that happened? I'll tell you why that's happened. It's
Why?
Because of the bloody Romans. Before that, we used to have months called quintilis and sextilis. It used to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But then the Romans got all egotistical on us. They wanted to name 2 months after their emperors. They named months after Julius Caesar and Augustus Caesar. Can you imagine the ego involved in naming a month after a human being? It's one thing naming it after a god. You've got January after Janus, that's okay. Mars gives you March, that's okay. I mean, if you believe in a god, why wouldn't you want to venerate them by naming something as fundamental as a period of time after them? That makes sense. But not an actual human being. Get your egos out of the game. That is ridiculous. Well, they had confused things by naming July and August, and then everything got moved around at a later date. So what we're going to do, we're going to correct this system. The first thing we're going to do is sort out the numbering, obviously. So let's call that 7, 8, 9, 10, because they are called 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what they are. So if they're going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, it follows, does it not, that becomes 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
So what's going to happen in January and February? Wait, so what's going to happen with January and February? So they're going to be out?
Let's move July and August down to there.
Okay.
And let's move January and February down to there. So now we've got all the same months in the same order. It's just the numbering is more appropriate. Okay? That's easy. Now, let's remove the egotistical Romans from our calendar. Let's remove Julius Caesar, remove Augustus Caesar. Let's perform a Caesarean section on our calendar. Let's remove them completely and replace them with the months they replaced, quintilis and sextilis, which are now in the right place, 5 and 6. That is the numbering sorted out. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, exactly where they should be.
Right.
Now, obviously, is the time we introduce the 13th month, which, of course, will be Gormanuary.
Wait, what? Gormanuary? He's using his last name.
What we've got there is 13 months of exactly 28 days long. Everything ticks over perfectly. March the 1st,
that's too many months,
will always be a Sunday, because nobody wants to go straight back to work on New Year's Day, do they? And it will always be a Sunday because of the order in the calendar. The 1st of every month will always be a Sunday. The 2nd of every month will always be a Monday. And that means that New Year's Eve, the 28th of Gormanuary, will always be a Saturday. Now, it might have occurred to some of you, that 13 times 28 is 364. And that means we've got a day spare. We can't force the year to only be 364 days long. The year is to do with the stars and the planets. So what we're going to do is, after Gormanuary, we're going to have an intermission. It's one day long, and it's not called Sunday, it's not called Monday, it's not called anything. It isn't a day of the week, it is just intermission. It is basically an extended New Year's piss-up. You can go out on New Year's Eve, you don't have to go back until the 1st of March, everything is fine. What happens in intermission stays in intermission. And every 4th year, we have a 2-day intermission, and we call both of those days intermission. That's all it is. That regulates everything. Everything flows in a very orderly fashion from that point on. We have talked previously on this show about the old 30 days hath September rhyme. I think we can all agree that this system improves upon that rhyme. The rhyme now goes 28 days hath March, April, May and June. All the rest have 28 too, because that's how long a month is. There you go. Come on.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That
much easier. I'm confident in
that. Come on, that was a good one. That was a good one. I'd rather have him as a teacher though. He seemed like a fun guy.
I'm going to put the PowerPoint down for a moment.
Obviously, he's a comedian, right?
Any questions?
Questions?
Yes, sir.
When are the bank holidays?
The bank holidays, we have the same number of bank holidays as we do now. We spread them evenly throughout the year, very easy. The only difference will be the people we won't let have a holiday are the ones who work in banks. It's an improvement on bank holidays.
Yeah. Yeah. Sucks, but yeah.
Well, let's use my birthday as an example, because everyone's birthday is going to change in this new system, right? I was born on March the 2nd, 1971. So the first thing you have to do is work out how many days into the year that was. So, for example, in me, it's quite easy. You know, there's 31 days in January in the old system, 28 days in February in both systems, and it wasn't a leap year, so there were just 28 days. 31 plus 28 plus the 2 days take you to the 2nd of March, makes it the 61st day of the year. Then you map that onto the new calendar, okay? Very easily done for this. 28 for March, 28 for April, that's 56. Leaves 5 spare. So my new birthday becomes May the 5th. March the 2nd, 61st day of the year, is May the 5th. And you do that with every day. It's very simple. I've actually got a little guide to help you. This is my
I need help.
Calendar, you know, using the current system, and I've mapped every day onto it. And lots of things are improved by doing this. For example, you know, you want to keep all the nice holidays and festivals and little sort of celebrations we have in life. Like April.
He really sat there and how did he come up with all this stuff though? He had to been doing this for years. You know, it's so crazy because I've seen a video. I think it's in Egypt, if I'm not mistaken. Their calendar's a little different from ours, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it's other countries too. Their calendar is a little different from our calendar here in America and in some other countries too. Everybody's calendars are not the same. Yeah, that's what I've learned.
April Fool's Day. We're not getting rid of April Fool's Day, but April the 1st is the 91st day of the year, and so in the new calendar, it becomes Saturday the 7th of June. And I think we can all agree it's going to be much easier to catch people out. Knowing that's better. November the 5th. Again, you don't want to move it to the new November the 5th because it wouldn't be getting dark early enough for November the 5th to make sense. So you keep it where it is, you just map it onto the new date. So, for example, if you just find November in the old calendar, November the 5th would be the 309th day of the year, and so it now becomes Sunday the 1st of February every time. And again, that's very easy to remember. You just use the rhyme, remember the 1st of February. So it's
I'm going to have to use that method because I know I'm going to forget a lot of these things. So I'm definitely going to have to use that method.
just a simple process of mapping things on. That is true for every holiday, every festival going. Very easy. We got one in towards the back there, yeah?
Have you changed the star signs, and if so, what's the new 13th one?
My advice to astrologers would be to just keep making it up as they always do. No...
That's so true. They be making it. Let me tell y'all something. There's so many people out there to be making up the same, like different. It's always some different type of astrology. It's always something. So
doesn't matter for them.
It doesn't really matter to them.
You do know that means there's going to be 13 13ths in the year.
I do, yes. Every month has Friday the 13th now. Yeah, right. But the thing is, if you have to go through 13 Friday the 13th every year from the day you're born until the day you die, you're going to get over it. It's called exposure therapy.
That's kind of true.
This is the man
It's
down
kind
here.
of true. He's right.
About things that don't happen on a fixed day, like Easter or Chinese New Year.
Easter, it isn't. You know, that's the thing. It moves around. It's a movable feast at this moment in time. In the new system, we will nail Easter down.
Wait, why you said it like that? We're going to nail it down.
We've thought of everything. We really have. In fact, just looking through that calendar of the old system, which shows you how complicated it is, we've got a new calendar.
New calendar.
New merchandise to. So, for example, you could get a calendar like this, right? The thing with this kind of calendar, now, every day...
Somebody's
is always
whistling
the same
back.
day of the year. It's always a Sunday on March the 1st. We know that. The same system. So what we do with these calendars now, you produce them and they're wiped clean. And then you've got one calendar for the rest of your life. That's less printing, less trees being killed. You can go anywhere. It doesn't have to be a sexy calendar like this. It doesn't have to be, but if it is, that doesn't matter because, like I say, it is wiped clean. So that's an improvement all round as well, isn't it, really?
That was fun. I enjoyed that one. That was fun. It's so crazy. We're so used to how the way the months are. And like I said, I read somewhere where in Egypt, their calendar, I think it's Egypt. I think they are. I think it's Egypt, but it got to be other countries too. Their calendar is way different from our calendar. Far as, you know what I mean, like the months, and I think even the year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think even the year. You know, I think some countries, like the year is a little back. Like yeah. Like we're in 2024. I know some of y'all might look at me and like, what is she talking about? She's not even making any sense. I'm telling you, I've read it somewhere that some countries, you know, it's not 2024. To them, it could be 2022 still. You know, so it's like their year is like back and ours like forth. So that's what I'm saying. Like every country is different, you know. But yeah, but this was very interesting. This was, you know, fun to watch. But, you know, comment below. Let me know how y'all feel about this one. Do you agree with him? Obviously, I think he's a comedian anyway. I don't know much about him. So I think he's a comedian. Dave Gorman. I never heard of him. But he has other videos. So I might check those out. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Y'all take care. Bye and peace.